Welcome to our family. We tuned into Healing Queens, the podcast, where the focus is motivation, support, and guidance for the growth of our queens and kings. I'm Emma E2K, your motivator, your friend, your motivator's motivator, your podcaster, and so much more. welcome, everybody. If it's your first time checking us out, how you doing? If you're just a listener, how you doing? And if you're a sponsor, thank you, y'all. This episode 98 is sponsored by Healing Queenz Inc, E2K Worldwide Services LLC. Thank you for the product, E2K. Scarcity Music Group, Florida Executive Maintenance, SoberLife.com, and Grace and Seal Notary. Thank you to the sponsors. If you are interested in sponsoring, please make sure to email us for our rate sheet. That's healingqueens@gmail.com, healingqueens with a Z at gmail.com. And we will gladly send you our rate sheet. And thank you in advance. So topic is red flags. First, right? You know how we do. So these episodes come up because I was having a conversation with somebody, I was doing something, and then we talk about something, I'm like, ooh, that makes a podcast. So there's one too. I was actually just doing a workshop for As She Speaks coaching, and they do a poets meet every month, and I was honored to facilitate and host, and it was called Exit Plan. So we were discussing when you're in a domestic violence relationship, being that October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. We were talking about the exit plans if you're in that situation. And so when we were done, some of the ladies was talking about like what they learned and stuff like that. And then Liz came out and said, after the exit plan, we should talk about like the red flags, right? The after that. And so I wanted to talk about that. I wanted to talk about, and I know it's a heavy topic, right? But it's not as taboo as people think. If you turn on the news, you will hear something to that nature of domestic violence. And not just in the month of October, but every day. You hear these murder, suicides, boyfriend or husband, I don't even want to say the word here, but to their wife, their children. There's people in prison now because of that, because they have either abused or ended someone's life, right? They were the aggressor, they were the abuser. This happens to men too, but for this particular topic, we're going to stick to talking about for the queens, for the women. And we often ignore our red flags, right? It's like this gut feeling that something tells you it's wrong, that's not right, run, get out, right? Get out of Dodge. And we tend to ignore it and say, no, he really loves me, he really cares about me. I mean, he did buy me that object after he hit me, right? So he must love me. He did cry, tears did come down his eyes, even though he broke my arm. He really loves me, and no one else has ever told me they love me. There's a lot of reasons that we ignore the red flags, but the red flags are always there, even when we ignore it. Even when we be like, no, it wasn't, whatever. In the back of our mind, we're like, what are we doing? Right? What are we doing? I'm just here to let you know, man or woman, not to ignore the red flags. The red flags, people will tell you who they are as soon as you meet them. The very beginning. People introduce themselves and they say, hey, I'm so-and-so. And, you know, I like to be with this one and that one and that one. And you'll just be number 6. And we're like, he's so funny. He's just joking. No, he's not. He's very serious about what he's saying. And then here we go. Well, I can change him. After he's with me, he ain't gonna want to be with no 5 or 6 other one. And then months later, when he's still with the 5 and 6 that he said he was with, now we're like, but why doesn't he love me? Why does he leave all those and just be with me? He told you from the very beginning. Like if you go back to the beginning conversations that you had with these abusers, they let you know what it was from the very beginning. The conversations, what they talked about their ex, what they did with their ex, why the ex has charges on them and all that. And we're like, you won't do it to me because I'm special. I have more curlier hair. Like, we just invent stuff. Like, we don't even know where that comes from. But we feel, not I, right? Because it's different. He's going to love me and he ain't going to do what he did to his 6 exes back there because I'm special and I'm different. You may be special and different, but he's the same person. That same person that slapped her, that kicked her, that spit on her, that's the same person. And I'm not saying that people can't change. That's not what I'm talking about. Because there are I know personally men that have done some savage things to some women and have repented and have since then never ever done anything to no woman. So yes, there is room for change if you really want it, but you got to do the work. You got to do the work. You got to heal, because all that aggression and all that has nothing even to do with the woman that you are just vomiting on. It has to do with your past. It has to do with a whole bunch of things. But if you don't heal, you're going to bleed on every relationship that you're in, man or woman. See the red flags. Stop ignoring them. They're there for a reason. God gives you this, like, it's just this instant in your gut that you be like, it's a feeling. I can't even describe, but it's just this feeling inside that tells you that's not it. You deserve more. You're so worthy, right? And here we are like, but because I got 3 kids and I got 4 kids and I may not meet anybody. Listen, honey, I know plenty of women that have multiple children and find the right man. Finally get married and are the happiest ever in their 5th or their 6th try, because they didn't settle on the ones before. So I'm not here trying to give you any relationship counseling, because I'm still healing from my past relationships. I'm still in therapy, but I'm doing the work, right? Because my main objective is to heal so I don't bleed on my next relationship, or I don't bleed on the people around me, my family, those that care about me. Those red flags are neon red flags at this point for me. And so when I see that, I'm like, it's a no-go. And so this podcast in particular is, of course, to tell my survivors, I'm so proud of y'all. Keep going. It's one day at a time. It's one process at a time. It's one moment at a time. It's one trigger at a time. Just breathe through it. Find community. Find great sisterhood or brotherhood. Really do the work. Do the internal work. So you don't keep passing it on. So your children don't have to suffer that trauma you keep holding on to. October is it's a month that's very sensitive for me personally. It's a lot of things have gone on in the month of October. I've lost major players in my life, and then on top of that, I try to remind myself that I'm here, that I survived a lot of stuff. I survived my environment. Man, I survived my environment. I was a product of my environment. But I'm here. God showed me mercy and favor. And I continue to share my testimony so that it can save another woman one day. So, short and sweet like always. Don't ignore the red flags. You know you feel it. You know you see it. Don't ignore it. Don't ignore it. Please don't put yourself in that situation where you think it can't be me. I know so many women that are now resting in peace because they said, it can't be me. I pray that it not be you. I pray that it not be anybody that you know. But the numbers show that if it's not you, it's someone next to you, someone in the other cubicle at your job, some family member. And if you know no one else, it could be you. I pray that again that it's not. Rest in peace to all those that have lost the fight. And blessings to you survivors. One day at a time. One moment at a time, one feeling at a time. Continue to seek professional help. Continue to enforce those that are around you, your community, and those that provide safe spaces for you. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, do all the good stuff. Especially on YouTube, we're growing organically. We're trying to be at 500 by the end of this year. So with your blessings, we might get there. I think we need like 30 people more to go. So come on. If you've seen this video and you haven't yet, subscribe, like, share. We on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Music, you name it, we're on it. Wherever you tune in to your podcast. We're about to reach our 100th episode. I'm so excited. I cannot believe it that we're already getting there. Please support. If you find it in your heart to want to donate to Healing Queenz, a nonprofit, which is where Healing Queenz, a podcast, stems from, go to www.healingqueenz.org. Healingqueenz.org. $5, $10 can help us to continue this fight, to continue to do life with women, to continue to be that support and that light when it gets just too dark for them. We can help in so many ways. Won't you be a blessing? So guys, like always, you already know how we end it. Thank you so much. Be that light. Even if you don't donate to us, that we are out there doing the work, donate to your local domestic violence shelters. $5, $10, $20. That won't take away from you, but it'll help us a whole lot, because this work is not for the weak. Okay? That's what I'm saying. So, be amazing. Be that light. Until next time, you know how we do. Peace.